they were renting to or whatever about that. So there's different layers of trauma and specific women's issues. I was wondering about that. And then the second thing is, I was trying to emphasize the homeless veterans. I just did the math quickly. In New York State tonight, there will be 1,957 veterans sleeping outdoors. They don't need help in 30 days. They need help tonight. How are they?
All right, I'll start with what the county is doing. First of all, with regard to women veterans, I think everybody is realizing now that the current active duty force is roughly about 14% women. And it is an area that has been ignored for way too long. The county, in my office now, is going through and we're doing several things. First of all, we're working with the commissioner on the status of women to make certain that we're reaching out in that community for women. I have been going through, since I came on board 6 weeks ago now, meeting with every single department and looking at the intake forms when someone comes in to ask for county services. And I have not yet found a single department that asks, are you a veteran? And I went to Chris Collins and I said, we've got a huge problem here, and all of the county forms are now being changed so that on the questionnaire, every single person, male or female, is being asked, are you a veteran? They're also being asked, are you a spouse of a currently deployed military person? Because we also need to engage the families in this. They have not been asking those questions. They will now be asking those questions at the county level. And your second point, because I'm old and I forget quickly, what was the second one? Homeless. All right. To break it down further, in Erie County, there's about 230 veterans that are on the streets that are homeless. We are also, again, going through with all the social service agencies at the county. We're working very closely with Lieutenant Colonel Terry McGuire in the Vet Life Ops program so that when we identify these people, we're going to be able to bring them in and provide something for them. The clinics that the county operates, I met with the Commissioner of Health today, Dr. Billatier, and we were going through the intake forms again. And I said, when someone comes into your clinic who could be a homeless person or someone in need, were they asking if they're a veteran? The answer was no. So now Dr. Billatier is changing the clinics so that when someone in need comes in, they are asking if they're a veteran, and my office is immediately being notified so that we can reach out to that person and try to provide services. The other thing that we're doing is with all of the not-for-profits and the mental health agencies within the county, we've established an initiative called the 4 Pillars of Empowerment, where with the veterans in the middle and my office as the coordinator, we're meeting with all of the agencies that provide help to anyone in need, and they will now start referring anyone that they find out, because none of those people are asking a person who comes in for help, are they a veteran? I had a meeting with them, several of those people this morning, and they are now changing their forms. My goal is to have every agency within Erie County have their intake documents ask every single person, are you a veteran? Are you a spouse of a veteran? And that's what we're doing from the county standpoint.
There's actually specific dollars available for homeless veterans. Erie County used to get 2 grants every year. That's Homeless Veterans Reintegration Project money. That money has a quick trigger again. I think you have to put in the grant before June, but it's HVRP monies, and I can talk to you about it. It's through USDOL vets. So that's Department of Labor, Veterans Employment and Training Service. So we can let you know a little bit about that. But there is dollars out there, but you have to apply for it.
Probably most of you know we have a homeless program where our social workers and nurses visit the shelters each day. There's a couple of areas that we've expanded into. One of those is developing with a local community agency and helping them to apply for a grant per diem program with beds for homeless people with substance abuse problems. And it's still working through some city issues. They have a similar program in Albany. It's called Altamont. And right now they're still in a development phase. The program themselves, they've been approved, and they're trying to work with the city and some construction issues, but we've been told that we're hoping they open in a few months. The other is we work with Casanova Recovery, and they have gone up through Washington and are doing a substance abuse homeless number of beds at the Batavia VA, which sometime in the next year we're hoping will come out. But I can only tell you what we can do.
Yeah, I understand that. It's just there's also a serious gap.
And the workers we have right now who meet homeless veterans work with all of the community agencies trying to link them into whatever they can.
Thank you. I will address the Women's Wellness Center aspect of this at VA Western New York Healthcare System. At our facility here in Buffalo, we have a clinic known as the Women's Wellness Center that's specific for female veterans. And I'm pleased to let you know that we are expanding our staff there. We have hired a primary care physician to work in that clinic and expand from a wellness center and providing GYN services and military sexual trauma social work groups and such to providing a full primary care model within that clinic. The provider for that clinic went through orientation either this week or 2 weeks ago. And so the intent is that new enrollees in our system who are female will be paneled with that provider within the Women's Wellness Center. And we'll also be asking all the female veterans whom we currently serve if they'd like to change their provider and come into the Women's Wellness Center for those primary care services.
We have time for 2 more brief questions, and then we're going to take round up and close. Ma'am?
Hi, I'm Bonnie Marquette, and I'm a producer of Schumer and Rep in New York Chapter 1. And I have a question, and it has to deal with you guys and your PTSD. If you're offering services to the soldier, are you offering services to the parents and the wives? They don't understand it any more than the soldier does. And if you're trying, and I understand you're trying, to help with this, it should be a family unit you're giving the service to, not just one person that asks.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm going to have Kathy Spines, our coordinator, who's been very instrumental in involving the family in some counseling services.
Absolutely. You're right on. Last year we did 3 Saturday education programs, PTSD, substance abuse, returning home. We purposely did it on a Saturday. We didn't get the best attendance. We know that we have to get the word out. And I think by being here and doing things like this and having the contacts, we have a whole series planned coming up. We're going to do it again, probably on Saturdays. We're going to do evenings. This is for family members. We're going to do more spouse groups, the wives coming in, especially when people have been deployed. And obviously it's not just the wives. There's husbands that have wives that have deployed. So